Hello, this is Todd Hussey, partner and co-founder at MSPE Excellence in Boston. Alongside of me is Dave Zwicker, my business partner and co-founder and partner as well. What Dave and I would like to do today is spend a few minutes telling you about MSPE Excellence and the project we began with Google in November of last year that is now officially launching April 3rd, called the MSPE Excellence Cloud Solutions Provider Program for Google Apps Partners. Very briefly, a little bit about MSPE Excellence. Our business, or what we call the why, is to work with managed services providers and cloud solutions providers to dramatically increase their business effectiveness. We do this by applying our experience and intellectual property, which includes the tools, content, and market data we have developed over the years. Dave and I bring dozens of combined years of experience building recurring revenue technology businesses in the application service provider, managed services provider, and now cloud solutions provider space. The slide you are seeing now very much illustrates the goal of the project we defined with Google last fall. It is to create and deliver a cloud solutions provider business building program to Google Apps partners that maximizes their value to the customers by adding additional applications, services, and managed services on top of Google Apps, and go from delivering Google Apps licenses at $50 per user per year to complete cloud solutions at $50 per user per month. As I stated a minute ago, we started the project last November. Since then, we have interviewed well over 50 Google Apps partners, conducted comprehensive surveys with 12 of those partners, in all totaling well over 80 interview hours, with the goal to fully understand their challenges and requirements to build a Google Apps-based business. We have just completed an 8-week comprehensive beta program with 10 ecstatic Google Apps partners, and now we're ready for formal launch April 3rd of the program. I'll now pass it on to Dave.
Thanks, Todd. I'm going to take a few slides and walk you through the key ingredients of the Cloud Solutions Provider program. And as you can see on the slide, there are basically two broad categories of deliverables in our program. On the left-hand side, we're showing you the business building blueprints that we've assembled. These are 4 guides to take the Google Apps reseller through the critical processes of how to plan their go-to-market, how to set their service pricing, how to manage an effective sales process, and then how to manage the performance of their business as they grow. In order to make the best use of these tools, we're also coupling that to a concept we call the virtual peer group. And a virtual peer group will be periodic meetings where partners will get together, share ideas and strategies. There'll be many strategic discussions on tracks such as how to build the business, how to execute sales and marketing strategies that are most effective. We'll have guest speakers that will introduce new technologies for them to consider to complement their Google Apps business. And then we'll also provide additional education for them on how to make the best use of the blueprints that we've provided in the program. Very quickly, I'll walk you through each of the blueprints so you can get a sense of how they're built. In this case, blueprint number 1 is a go-to-market blueprint that is in the form of a master spreadsheet with a number of tabs, or templates as we call them, that begin with the strategic planning process, help them assemble their service portfolio based on where they're strong, where they're weak, and how they can attack the best opportunities that are available to them in the market. So helping them to assemble that service strategy, and then begin to model what could a recurring revenue business look like for them over a 3-year time horizon. Once they have those high-level targets established, then in blueprint number 2, it's time to tackle the very difficult task of where do I set pricing for all of the services in my service portfolio. To keep the focus on solution selling, we've created an ecosystem of solution suites, and we have modeling tools that let them fit individual cloud services into those solution suites, set pricing, understand margin based on cost of service delivery, and model typical deal values based on their average customer set. Blueprint number 3 drills in on the sales process, and so Todd and I have assembled from the initial lead generation through managing the lead funnel, the sales opportunity pipeline, and then finally closing deals and acquiring customers. What does that process look like in its most efficient form? We've captured that in a 55-page sales guide that can be used to initially train new sales reps and to provide an ongoing reference tool for them, as well as some very important sales tools that are essential to the process. a scripted sales presentation for selling cloud solutions and their combined business value, as well as an automated quotation builder and total cost of ownership and ROI analysis tool to cost justify the services they're proposing. The final blueprint is all about performance management. Here we've assembled the 15 key performance metrics that need to be tracked to grow a successful recurring revenue business. We've visualized those for the partner to monitor and manage in the form of a high-level executive dashboard. It's a heat chart that quickly isolates where are the red zones that need to be managed to improve performance. And those are complemented by executive historical trend reports that show performance over the prior months and quarters so that they can get a sense of where are their actual conversion rates and customer acquisition rates and margin rates trending, and how can they improve those going forward. These charts are automatically populated based on a single-page sales pipeline template that's easy for the partner to fill out and manage as they manage their sales pipeline on a monthly basis.
Dave and I wanted to end with a few quotes from the ecstatic Google Apps partners that participated in the 8-week beta program. For example, Jason Silver at JBB Mobile. The playbook allows us to tune our business model effortlessly. This has resulted in a better understanding of what our pricing should be and what is required to meet our targets. Or Sylvain Patry with Host Papa. MSPE Excellence has created a playbook foundation that has grown week after week to become an incredibly valuable tool for us. You guys have already surpassed our expectations for our participation in the program. Or Ken Marlin with RTW Mobile. We now have offerings that increase our annual residual revenue from $20 to $70 per user. Heavily due to MSPE Excellence, our proposal has an extra $2,500 in recurring revenue. As well as Anthony Martini with LogicWing. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that being part of the beta testing of MSPE Excellence's playbook is one of the best things that have happened to my company. I'm looking forward to being involved in the continued evolution of the playbook. And James Bliss in Houston. I've completely bought into the concept of MSPE Excellence's offerings, their professionalism, and their approach to a metrics-driven Google Apps practice. Bravo to Google for supporting this, and bravo to MSPE Excellence for delivering. And lastly, Alan Falcon, CEO of Cumulus Global, one of the top Google Apps resellers in North America. The MSPE Excellence playbook and program helps us look beyond our current business model, focusing on the future in a more structured and strategic way. The MSP playbook helps us evaluate, plan, and expand our services with a greater understanding of impact of our costs, our operations, and our bottom line. And finally, Dane Deutsch, a managed service provider in Wisconsin. If we had used blueprints like the MSP Excellence blueprints, we could have built our business in a much shorter period of time and made it profitable sooner. Thanks, MSP Excellence. So with that, we would like to say thank you and bye.
Thanks, everyone.